Hi, it's Wally Ball from Dirt Track Weekly. We're staying here with Bob Jones from Rittman. Would you like to tell us about your unique car you got here?
Well, it's a 62 Corvair Monza. It's sitting on a 79 Buick Regal frame. It's got a 68 Olds 350 rocket engine in it with a W31 cam kit, turbo 350 tranny with a kit in it and a stall speed. It's fun.
What made you decide to get into something? Normally, most people, for those that don't know, Corvairs have motors in the back. But what made this one unique besides having it in the front? What made you decide to do that?
Well, I'm always like different. Anything that's different. I don't like to have everything that somebody else has. I like to have completely different. And when we got the car, luckily it was changed over. I didn't have to do the hard work putting it on a chassis. It had a V6 in it. We run it the first year like that. This spring I pulled it out, done the motor, dropped the V8 down in there. Been trying to get it all tied in ever since. But it's a fun little car. I mean, just because I can do it. I mean, I've had people ask me, well, why? Because I can. I just like to do it. I've always loved cars. It's getting a little bit harder to do now, but.
Now, when you started this project, did you really think it was going to be as hard as you thought it was? Is it a challenge to you, or is it something that you don't care?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a challenge. I wasn't planning on going as far as I did with it, as far as building the motor and all that, as far as I did. I was just going to put the stock motor down in it. And then one thing led to another. I started, well, I need to change this. I'll put this new, and it just kind of snowballs. And I just keep putting the receipts in a pile. I don't want to look at them. But yeah, it's been a fun car. I mean, it's been aggravating, of course, here and there, but it's fun overall.
It has a special, unique name. Would you like to tell us what the name is and where you got it from?
Okay, my wife actually helped me pick that out. We always try and figure out a name for our cars, a nickname. And we were sitting down in Worcester at a car show, and we were talking about how many different types of vehicles were actually in this car. And I think there's like 5 or 6 that I've come up with so far. And she says, well, what about Little Frankenstein? I said, I love it. So it just kind of went from there. I ordered the decals and stuff like that, and it's become Little Frankenstein now.
Is it something that you plan on working on over the wintertime? You got any special future plans for it or anything?
Yeah, one, I want to get the hood on it. And then I want to redo the front end where the grill section is in there. And then I'm going to redo the interior and floor and get some insulation and stuff in there. Get a little bit cooler in there in the summertime. But maybe if I can find the right system, maybe air conditioning would be nice too. But maybe one day I may paint it. I don't know yet. It may just stay the way it is.
Did you come up with this color when you got it, or was it like this when you purchased it?
It was already changed over onto the frame, and it was already painted with the purple and the white, and I just went from there.
It is definitely unique because you got the green for Little Frankenstein and all that other things. Most people know that Frankenstein is green. Then you got a purple and white car. What's like your average gas mileage on this? I mean, I'm not trying to be nosy, but I know that something like this has got to be different.
I don't know what the actual gas mileage is on it. It's more than the V6 that was in it, obviously, but it's really not as bad as I thought it'd be. I can go quite a ways on a tank of gas, and I mean, it's really not too bad for what it is. I was really surprised, but I'm happy with it.
Do you get a lot of looks, maybe sitting at a red light on a Sunday cruise with you and your wife? Do you get a lot of looks with it? It's
everywhere we go. I was just telling her, I says, I can't believe the interest. I mean, everywhere we go, whether I go to the store, gas station, go to a cruise in, whatever, usually I don't even get a chance to sit down because there's always people around that ask everything from, what is that to why, is the motor in the wrong end? I've heard all kind of questions, but it's fun. I enjoy showing the car, talking about it, with other car guys and girls, and I really enjoy it.
Now, you talk about putting a hood on it. Are you going to run the standard hood with it? Obviously, that would have been where the trunk is. It's got to be customized a little bit, but are you going to strictly make your own hood for it?
I was thinking two different ways. I have the stock hood and I have it cut. I have to redo some mounting and stuff because I got to repair some stuff in the front to be able to pin it down. But I was thinking about just running with the air cleaner out of the hood, and then I was also thinking of putting a cowl induction hood scoop on it. And then a friend of mine does fiberglass work, had talked about building me an entire hood, just the way I wanted it. So it's kind of up in the air right now. You know, in the meantime, I'll run it with the hood off of it and just kind of enjoy it.
How long have you actually had the car?
A little over 2 years. About 2 years. The first year we run it with the V6 that was in it, and then this year I put the V8 in it. Been kind of working bugs out of it and everything.
What's the farthest you've ever traveled in it, like for car shows?
Oh, that's a hard question. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who I am half the time. See, we've been to Worcester. That's not very far though. Barberton.
You ever taken it out of state?
No, it's never been out of state. No, I'd like to. My sister out in Arizona wants me to bring it out there for this big show that they have every year. And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't think I'd be driving it out there. I don't trust it that much.
That was my next question. Would you tow it out or on a trailer, or would you actually drive it?
I would probably trailer it.
It would definitely be different, especially with the open trailer. You could just pull into rest areas in Missouri or wherever, and you'll definitely be able to get some attention that way. Do you have like a Facebook page for it or something that fans could follow it at?
No, I don't have a Facebook page for it. We're on Facebook, my wife and I, but I don't have a page for it.
Is that something of interest that you, maybe for fans of the car?
Maybe. Why not?
Everything's different, right?
That's right. Everything's different.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for coming to Dirt Track Weekly Car Show. And hopefully we'll see you back next year, and hopefully something different with it.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.